Today I'm going to show you how I decorated these sunflower wedding sheet cakes. Come join me. So this is 2 half sheet and 1/4 sheet wedding cakes that have sunflower sprays across them. So these are all vanilla cakes, and one of the half sheet cakes, as you can see here, is being filled with an espresso buttercream. One of them is going to be filled with a raspberry compote, and one of them has no filling at all. So as you can see here, I'm beginning with stacking the first cake. It is it's one layer, but I did split it up so that I could fill it with the espresso filling. So I used 2 1/4 sheet cakes so that it would be easier to fill this larger cake. And here I am beginning to now do the crumb coat for this cake. So you will see me going back and forth between these 3 cakes as I'm filling them and then doing the crumb coats and then going back to do the final coats on them. So here I am beginning to work on the second one, and this is the one that's going to be filled with a raspberry compote filling. And now I'm going to add that next layer to the cake. And I'm just covering that up to do the initial crumb coat. And now that that crumb coat is done, I'm moving on to the third cake, and this is a 1/4 sheet cake, and it does not have any filling in it. So this is going to be a simple crumb coat. Here I am trying to just make those edges nice and crisp. And now that I have that done, I'm moving on to doing the final coats of each of the cakes. And again, you'll see me going back and forth between these cakes. So the color scheme for these cakes is a royal blue, and then at the end they will have sunflower spreads across the center of these. Half of the cake will be blue, half of the cake will be white, and the spray will go down the center. So this order was placed about 9 days before the wedding, and I had already had a full schedule. So when the individual called, I talked to them about what the options were with my schedule, and they indicated that they wanted artificial flowers for this cake. So you'll see that the flowers that are being placed on this cake are all artificial, and that is what the customer wanted. This is the second cake that we're doing the final coat on. And now we're moving on to that quarter sheet cake too. And in between working on each of these cakes, I was chilling the cakes while I worked on the next cake. And here I am going back in and now adding more white to this, to the one side, so that we have a more defined blue and white side, which I will do that for each one of these cakes. Now with all the cakes done, we're going to begin to look at the flowers. So here are the flowers from when I was shopping for them. And now I'm beginning to place the flowers onto the cake. And I'm going to speed this up so it's going to move pretty quickly. Obviously it went much slower than what this video is going to show. And here we go. We're going to speed up now. So I'm putting the finishing touches on each one of the cakes, and we're going to be wrapping up here very shortly. And here is what the final cakes look like. Here's one. Here's the next. This is the quarter sheet. This is the other half sheet. And this is what they look like collectively. If you enjoyed watching this video, I encourage you to like, comment, share, and also to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future content. Thank you so much for joining me as I did this video, and I appreciate so much your joining. Have a great day.